this is Shiraz. Welcome to our channel, runningcompany.in. It's all about running. When you talk about losing that belly fat or even developing that washboard abs, the one of the top and the most favorite exercise that comes to my mind is the abdominal crunches. It easily makes it to the top 5 of my favorite list of exercise when you talk about abdomen training. So we are going to not only discuss about that, but we are going to learn how to perfectly execute that crunch, because what I see usually in the gym is that people are behind doing certain amount of repetition, but what really counts is each and every rep. So to make each and every rep count, you have to learn the technique, you have to perfect the technique, and that's where the entire crux lies. So guys, let's get down to the floor and start hitting and doing that crunches. So now I'm going to demonstrate the basic crunch, but stay tuned till the end of the video as I'm going to demonstrate my secret method or the technique of executing that crunch and how to get more from that repetition. So let's get going. So all you need to do is sit down. Either you can choose to keep your feet together or keep it apart. I choose to keep it apart as I feel comfortable. Lie down on the floor. Keep some distance between the heel and the hips. It could be ideally 1 feet distance from the hip to the heel. You need to place the hands under your neck so that you firmly support your neck. The neck alignment should be, your ear should be aligned with your shoulders, so your spine is in a proper alignment. A lot of people make mistakes, and those are bowing the elbow. You should not bow the elbow. The second mistake that people make while they perform a crunch is they turn their neck, and what happens is the chin touches to the chest or the collarbone. That will restrict the breathing, and not only that, it puts a lot of pressure on your neck as well as on the spine. So please do avoid these mistakes. So now let us learn how to do a perfect crunch. This is the starting position. Hands out, support your neck, focus at one point. Either you can choose to lift your neck a bit so that your abdomen is already in a contracted state. Choose one point of focus. I choose to look at the ceiling right in front of me at 45 degrees angle, and do not move your eyes from there. As you come up, you exhale, feel the pressure on the abdomen and release gently. Important point to note down here is, as you go up, you feel the contraction. Try and feel the same contraction while you are coming back to the starting position. So it has to be slow. Avoid any jerky movements. So hope you've learned how to execute that perfect crunch, but that's the only part of the story. Now let us learn my secret technique that I always used and has produced amazing results. So let's get going. In order to do this variation, all you need is to place your leg on a bench or on a stool or on a chair. You need to get this right angle or a 90-degree angle. But the important part is to focus on the abdomen muscle. You have to imagine your abdomen muscle as a rubber band. As you go back, imagine the rubber extending but still building the tension, and as you contract, still isolating that muscle. That's very important, to learn how to isolate the muscle, put the maximum pressure and engage your abdomen muscle so that you get the impact with each repetition that you perform. And the important tip here to remember is keep your entire spine in contact with the floor, and if required you can push the spine against the floor so that you feel the maximum impact while you perform a crunch. So now let's get going and perform the crunch. So this is starting position. Remember, align your spine, align your neck, do not touch your chin to the collarbone. So let us begin. And one more variation, while I am doing the crunch, I add specifically towards the end of the exercise when I just start to feel the burn, is I lift my hips slightly from the ground. And when you do that, you will see the maximum abdomen engagement happens at that point. So do try this. Lift your hips slightly above the ground and do those final 5 repetitions and feel the burn. Hope you've liked the video and hope you've liked the exercise that I have demonstrated. It's very important that you learn all the exercise and do it perfectly, because the exercise that you do it perfectly can improve your performance and help you to increase your fitness. But if it is done in a wrong manner, it can also harm you, it can also injure you. Until then, this is Shiraz signing off from runningcompany.in. It's all about running.